a lot of us read health magazines as a trusted source of information, truly thinking and believing that they're based on clinical research. Well, this may not always be the case. Men's Health magazine might be a go-to source for the latest health and wellness trends for men, but maybe you should not expect an accurate review of the science from all of their articles, especially when it comes to nitric oxide. As one of the top companies in US producing tested and clinically based nitric oxide products, at Rethink we truly believe it is our responsibility to support you with correct data and emphasize any discrepancies that have been exposed on the internet so simply you can make a wiser decision for yourself. And I believe you would agree with me that, like with anything in life, if we want to see a positive change, we need to start by rooting out any judgmental thoughts we may have of others and give them an opportunity to express their opinion. That's very important. Yet, we need to remember that opinions are not truthful scientific facts. And especially when it comes to health, we should always double check the credibility of the sources. Are the writers or contributors researchers? Are they scientists? Are they professors who might be actually conducting a study? Are they an expert in that particular field or subject? That's crucial. So I would absolutely thank Men's Health for emphasizing important aspects of health and performance. But when it's applicable, it's important to emphasize inconsistent reports. And their article from actually this past April, titled, "Here's the Truth About Nitric Oxide Supplements," balances credible information with some hollow claims. And the message unfortunately landed flat due to inconsistent reports. So let me provide you with only two out of 7 flaws that stood out to me and my team when we read the article, and where it was quite truly obvious that the Men's Health magazine should have left the experts to do a little bit more talking. So, number 1, they asked, do actually nitric oxide supplements work? They said, honestly, we don't really know. There is simply not enough evidence to suggest that data. Not enough evidence? The search term nitric oxide actually produces more than 44,000 results in PubMed, the principal source for reputable biomedical research in the US and the world. You can select trials done in humans and you will get around 1,500 results. You can narrow it down even further to performance application and you will still get almost 486 research. And that's of July 7th when my team took a look into that, okay? You don't have to spend the next year reading every single one of those articles to know that there is no lack of evidence of that topic. Number 2, beets are the highest dietary source of nitrates, they say, which are then converted into nitric oxide in the body. That's such a wrong statement. Beets are not the highest. The red spinach extract made from red spinach leaf is actually by far the most concentrated source of natural inorganic nitrates in nature as of today. And when it was compared with red beets, it was 5 times higher. Here's our list crafted from reading actual research, conducting webinars with experts, and of course me personally traveling internationally to different conferences where the most recent studies are actually presented on nitric oxide. And you have to remember, although food sources are immensely variable, the very best whole foods nitrate sources are, again, red spinach, made from the red spinach leaf, then arugula, then regular spinach, not the red spinach, then bok choy, then rhubarb, not the most maybe eaten vegetable in US, but it is on our number 5, then beet juice, not the beet in itself, and usually very filled with sodium nitrate. Then we have cilantro and parsley. Then lettuce, the red leafy kind, not actually iceberg, which doesn't have too many nitrile nitrates in it. Then carrot and carrot juice, then basil, spring greens, beet greens, not the beet, red beet in itself, collard greens, Chinese cabbage, then chard. Then we actually take kale into consideration, and then beetroot. That's number 17. not number 1. There's a huge gap between 1 and a 17. So you can simply realize that it looks like there are better options than beets or beet juice in itself. That's why we use combination of different sources of natural nitrates, like the one standardized from red spinach, and then we mix it with beets and aronia berry. So listen, there you go. 2 out of 7 fundamental flaws the authors presented us with the article they created on nitric oxide. And if you're interested to read the full blog, check out our website so you can view all 7 fundamental flaws and 3 things that the authors actually got partially right. Remember, knowledge is powerful and always helps us make better decisions every day. And of course, Resync is here to help you live a healthier life.